All right. So this is my second attempt at making this. I had one posted up early on the channel. It was called Project Blade, and I didn't have any audio. And I threw the script away. So now we're gonna do Black Widow, and I'll do Blade another day. So the whole title of this new series I'm working on is called Buff or Nerf, and I'm gonna talk about heroes that have low percentage pick rates and win rates, and what I think that Marvel Rivals should do to fix them. And we're gonna start with everybody's resident throw pick, apparently, Widow. So Black Widow is a hit scan sniper in this game, right? And as you just saw right there, Black Widow is a multifaceted problem, right? So at first, this character was already, I guess, not in the meta. And then there was an incident which promoted Rivals into the forefront of news. And that was the whole Zaza Kingsman drama, in which Zaza and a whole bunch of other streamers threw a tournament, whatever. It's like, look it up. If you want to see and you want to hear about it, look it up. There's been thousands of videos made about it. I'm not dragging a dead horse. But that's kind of like where I think this whole like Widow throwing thing came from. And right now I'm going to talk about Widow. What's wrong with her, what buffs I think and changes she needs to have, and how I find it hard that the devs can't balance this character. All right, so Widow is a hit scan character, right? She's 250 health. She is a sniper character, and as you can see, she has pretty much 3 moves. She has a dash like Captain America, but she can infinitely sprint. It's not on cooldown. She has a kick, right? And then she can switch her Red Room sniper rifle or her Red Room rifle to sniper mode to where it fires energy rounds. And then she has a regular mode to where it doesn't fire energy rounds, but the rate of fire is the same. And then her ultimate is a plasma explosion. So the easy way to explain this is basically Widow changes this into a energy grenade launcher to where it does AoE damage around her, and it stuns and can kill. The problem with Widow is, like, 1, her kit is too bland. 2, her health is too low. And 3, like, out of hit scan, she is the weakest one. So I've seen a lot of people talk about, like, oh, for Widow, like, one of the things that we need to do is the character just needs a new weapon. Like, why does she have a sniper rifle? Shouldn't be in the game. Blah, blah, blah this, blah, blah, blah that. I think the easiest way to fix this character... I think there's two good options to fix this character. The first option would be to, 1, rework the way the Red Room rifle works to make it so when you are ADSing like this, right? You hear that click? That's the delay you have in the next shot. So as you shoot with Widow, there's a click. She's manually reloading the gun, and then you shoot again. I'm gonna do it on ADS so you can see it. So you're gonna see her shoot, and then she rocks the gun and she shoots again. And it prevents basically fall off, right? And as you can see right here, when you don't ADS, you get less damage. When you ADS, you get more damage, right? So how would I fix this gun? There are 2 ways they can go about doing this. 1, they can just make Widow one-shot headshot, right? They can make it so that this gun, no matter what, one-shot headshots, 275 and below HP characters in this game. So that's a lot of DPSs. That's a lot of supports. You can make it so, because I think she can 2-shot already. I think she can already 1-shot 225. So let me look at Rocket real quick. Poor Rocket. Let's see if we can 1-shot headshot Rocket. Nope. She cannot 1-shot headshot anything in the game. So I think that one of the changes I think would just give her the ability to where her base Red Room rifle does 275 damage a crit, and then maybe to the body it does what I just does. So maybe if you body shot somebody, it leaves them at 25 HP if they're 275, it leaves them at 25 HP. If they're 225, it leaves them at 10 HP. I would do that. I think the problem with Widow is it, 1, exposes the dual-faceted problem in this game, which is sustain and damage are both too high in this game inversely, which means basically, like, Widow does a lot of damage, But the problem with Widow doing this much damage is as you shoot and then you have the delay, people can run into cover or get healed, and then they basically out-heal the damage that you would have just inflicted on them. And then again, you're going to leave them 1 HP, and you really never get finals with this character, right? I think the easiest way around it would just be to make the Red Room Rifle when you ADS, you just get a headshot multiplier, and at one-shot headshots does a lot of body damage, and you don't do this mechanic. I think this mechanic is so fucking lazy. Like, where she shoots, and then she reloads, because in the same vein, where's Hawkeye? Hawkeye,
my years away from the Avengers taught me how much
he has to draw a lot, and then I missed Rocket's head, but he has to draw a lot, but he's still one-shot headshots. So there's like a draw mechanic with Hawkeye, and when you get it to 100, he one-shot headshots. You saw I just did it to Rocket, right? I think that's kind of like what needs to happen. If they're going to make it so like the rifle does one-shot headshot, I think for 1,000%, it can no longer be a hit scan, and she has to get changed to projectile. Now, as for the projectile speed, I would keep it. I would kind of keep it the speed that it is now, and just make the bullet a projectile. But I would give it the same travel speed that it has now, maybe a little bit slower. Or you can leave her a hit scan and just differentiate the 2 modes of the Red Room Rifle. So when you ADS, maybe you do that big chunk of damage that I did just now. Maybe you do that when you ADS, right? Or you do one-shot headshot when you ADS, and they keep the mechanic to where like she does the reload if you're scoped in. So as you're scoped in, she does the reload. When you're not scoped in, though, this weapon needs to, I think, fundamentally change. So one of the changes that I would make to this weapon is 15 bullets. So one of the changes I would make to this weapon is I would increase the magazine size to 20. And when you're not ADSing, I would make it a burst rifle. To where, like, it shoots, like, it either shoots fully automatic or semi-automatic. To where, like, I can either trigger tap it and make it shoot faster, or I can hold it down and it shoots faster. So I'd either make it semi-automatic or fully automatic when you're not ADSing. Another thing that I would do is I would still keep the headshot multiplier, but I would give it a lot of damage fall off. So I would make it so that the max effective range when you're not ADSing is probably like 20 meters. And then like you have damage fall off. So from 20 meters when you're not ADSing, right, you get damage fall off. So it still takes about like maybe 2 shots to headshot, and then from 30 plus meters, as long as you're ADSing, you keep your 1 headshot mechanic, right? I would also, outside of that, I would change I would take the kick off of this mode, and I would give her sprint. The jump, I would take it, I would unmarry it from the sprint, so I would give the jump its own ability. So I would give the jump its own ability, or like make this a grappling hook, sort of like Moon Knight, to where like she can grapple on high surfaces. And I would give her a dash, just in this mode. I would give her a dash that allows her to go left to right really fast, or front to back really fast. So like if somebody's pilling you, you can dash to your teammates. And then for this mode, I would keep the kick in this mode and the sprint, but I would give her a combo. So I would, give her a combo with the batons. I would make the batons stun and slow, and I would make the kick stun and slow, right? And I would just increase the damage of the batons. But I would give this a combo. Like, this just needs to be a combo. It don't have to be nothing crazy. Maybe she does 2-2, and then a kick. Maybe that's like a combo. Or maybe she does 2-2, a backflip, and then like slams down and does a stun. I would give her that in this mode. I would give her the kick in this mode, and the jump in this mode are 100% necessary. And I would give her the kick, I would give her that. The batons would give an electrical stun or make a field around her that slows you down and stuns you. And then I would give the jump and the sprint still in this mode. And then in this mode, I would just give her dash, I would give her the dash and the grappling hook, and I would take the kick and the sprint out of this mode. I'd give her the dash and the grappling hook because if someone closes distance on you, you would have a regular weapon. So if somebody was to close the distance on me, I could either hold this down and shoot it really fast, like where it's where it's fully automatic or semi-automatic, or fires in like some burst pattern, something. And I would just take the rack animation off. And then when you ADS, obviously you get the movement, slowdown, speed. But I think she should one-shot headshot. And it should either... I think to crush the whole, like, debate on whether she could one-shot headshot, because the biggest problem with people being scared of her being able to one-shot headshot is the fact that she's a hit scan. So the bullet actually has no travel time because she's a hit scan. If they do keep it like this, I would test it and see how it does. Allow her to like one shot 275 health, and I would see how it does. And if that proves to be like a little bit too strong, I would think you should just change it to a projectile. But I think in general, the fact that she reloads like this or she racks the bolt, whether she's ADS or not, is a horrible mechanic in this game. It's a horrible mechanic because of the way that healing works in this game. Because this delay is time you're not getting back that somebody can get healed, right? And I think that 1000% needs to go away from both modes. But this is how we rework Widow. I wouldn't change the ultimate at all. I would, or this is what they do in like games that have sniper rifles. You can give her some type of like sniper's trance ability, right? So basically, if they weren't going to change the gun and keep it the same way, which I still think they should take this stupid reload animation off. If they're going to keep the reload animation, make her rack the bolt, you should give her this ability that they do with most snipers in the game called Sniper's Trance, which basically means as you hit snipers, as you hit precision shots, she reloads faster, ADS is faster, and shoots faster. So, and the handling of the weapon feels faster. So it feels like, you know, you're getting more value out of it. If they wanted to keep it single shot in the mechanics that they have right now, and I would add the Sniper's Trance to it as a passive, to whereas she hits more shots, she ADSs faster, right? She strays faster with it. You're not as sluggish. You do the whole stupid rack animation faster, and then she shoots faster. Or if you want to, or you can add precision damage. So every time she hits a headshot, she gets a precision damage multiplier, and then when you get an elimination, it resets the precision damage multiplier. Maybe you build it up to like 4 stacks, and at 4 stacks, she can one-shot a tank or something. I don't know, a low health tank. I don't know. But I think like the issue with the gun specifically, I think you just have to make the Red Room rifle 2 different modes at this point. But you have to do something to this character, because the problem that is happening with, and the kick being on 15 seconds is insane. I just noticed that being a 15-second cooldown is insane. Come on now. Elsa has 2 dashes that aren't this long. Like a 15-second cooldown for a kick is insane. I think one of the biggest issues with this character as well is like they're treading a thin line on whether on making this character viable and non-viable. And when a character becomes completely non-viable, which is kind of where Widow is right now, people are gonna throw. Like the biggest problem with this character is when people see you pick this character, whether you're good, whether you're not, they think you're throwing, so they're gonna throw the game because they think the perspective and the community perspective, the community take on this character is she's a throw pick. So why would, like, I think at this point you have to change the character. I think them saying that they don't know how to fix the character is insane, because if you want to keep her sniper identity, at this point, give this mode stuns, give her an electric baton, give this some type of combo, stuns, maybe a dash in this mode, maybe a block. Give this mode a grappling hook, the sprint and the jump infinitely. Give this mode stuns, a dash and a kick, some type of combo or a block, and you would fix the character. But in this mode specifically, This needs to be separated. The ADS and the non-ADS version of Widow need to be separated. The Red Room rifle needs to be completely reworked. If you have any comments on how you can make this character better, please leave it in the comments down below. And as usual, thank you for your support. Like, comment, and subscribe.